We back again. Need more juice.
Hit it again.
Let's see.
Go ahead, put that baritone in it. We back.
All right. We back. What up, podcast land? It's your boy Bren'Tel, podcasting for the I Can't Afford to Quit podcast with my co-host Stephanie Celie X in the building. It's been a minute, so we are going to do a quick hit until we are able to get the whole squad down here.
Yeah, we are.
So what's going on with you?
I'm still fixated on this chair. You got me up here.
Yeah, it's a nice chair.
I feel so professional.
See, that's the chair I told you that you should be rocking. That's a good chair.
Sturdy and like I feel so up.
Elevated.
I know, very much so.
Let's see. What's been going on with me? Oh, my father and my brother came back. They came to visit, and my dad had a Hall of Fame banquet. He got inducted to the local Hall of Fame, so he came up here for that. And we all got a chance to kick it and whatever. It's been 9 years since I've seen my dad, and 7 since I've seen my brother. So that's
wow, 9 years.
Yeah, it was a big moment.
I know.
Oh yeah, it's like I forgot how cool it was to be around them. You know.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
Yeah.
Your daddy and brother. That family time, that family bonding is important.
Yeah. Infinity Wars. Fantastic movie.
You know, because people like to.
Yeah.
Okay.
It ain't my fault. Yeah. We'll talk about that when Milani J come back.
And we said we was gonna be good on this podcast. At least I said I was. I said I was gonna be really good. So.
Let's see. Let's do some quick hits, man.
All right.
It's been a while since we got a chance to talk extensively. So what's up with your boy Kanye?
So that's just what you want to do, huh? That's what you want to do today? Okay, you started the conversation off with that.
This is rough as fuck.
Yeah. An icebreaker indeed.
Right. So explain what's going on.
Mental health.
I like how you did that.
In one big.
Okay.
Like when you think about it, and you think about Kanye from when Ye first came out, the first album, up until now, the whole downfall. Like that's.
It is kind of sad to think about.
It is. From even Kanye losing his mother, I think that had a lot to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that once he lost his mother, he should have been really seeking professional help for that. But instead, he turned to other outlets, other
self-medication.
Yes. So that can really have an effect on an individual, especially in that spotlight, especially on that platform. Especially when people just have high expectations of you as an artist, as a man, as a black man.
Mm-hmm.
So I think all of that was just a lot for him. And he should have been taking the proper steps to really declutter all of what he had going on in his mind. And it's just like to see someone so talented just end up being, blackballed.
Oh.
Because
okay.
That's what it is. Look. When I
just wanted you. Are you denouncing him or no?
No. Look, let me tell you something. Bren'Tel, just because I'm from Chicago, because I'm a Chicagoan. Forever.
Y'all don't ever turn y'all back on y'all people. I love it.
It's like
he did the worst shit ever. Like, he from 79th Street.
Exactly. So it's like I mean,
he ain't shit, but he ours.
It's kind of like yet and still. You feel me? Like, he that cousin that just pull up and be like, who all in there? So that's how Kanye gonna be from now on. Now it used to be like, is Kanye coming to the barbecue? He's coming to the barbecue. And now instead of him pulling up, like, who all in there?
That's crazy.
So I just think, no, I'm not gonna turn my back on Kanye. I'm not. I looked for the situation in a completely different way. I just really analyzed.
It's alarming.
It is. But once again, for somebody to have such a brilliant mind like he has, like he still has, and to allow all of that toxic, all of those toxic
it's
things.
All right. It's all right.
Yeah, I'm hurt.
Sing it.
I'm hurt.
Sing it, baby. Sing it. That's all right.
See, that's. Oh my God. This is why.
Go ahead.
I try so hard. I'm trying. Look, listeners, I'm trying so hard to be good because Bren'Tel already know how I get down, and that's why you hear him laughing in the background.
Shoot.
But yeah, you know, even when I was having a conversation with another brother, another black man, and he brought up Kanye. Because as soon as you say Chicago, as soon as you tell people
you gotta speak for
a Chicago native, you gotta speak for Kanye. And it's like, God damn, like, can I just have this conversation? Like, that's why we want to tell people, like, no.
I'm from Memphis.
Yeah, I'm from New York. I'm a New Yorker. Like, no, I'm from down south. It's like, as soon as you do that, you have to speak for them on their behalf. Like, what's going on with him? It's kind of like, because you a Chicagoan, so we know you fucking with Kanye. Excuse me. So it's quite difficult to.
That shit sound like it's a headache.
It is. But for all like, I love Kanye's music. I love from College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation. Yeah,
Graduation I think that was his best shit to me. That's my favorite.
I love College Dropout.
That's like, it took him however, you know what I mean? The first album be dope, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it take you your whole life to write your first album, so, like, that's why he had rhymes. Like, it took him, he said, like 4 years to write the rhymes on that first project. So, that's why College Dropout was so dope. It was like a collection of rhymes that he had for the past 4 years at the time of dropping that record.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
So that's why it was potent. So.
Yeah, but, I mean, I was depressed when all the news came out about Kanye. Because it's like, no, nigga.
Out of all things.
Like, God damn, you all.
I do feel like he needs a translator, though.
Yeah, I just think, you know what? Because just come on back home. Just come on back to Wakanda. I need you to do that.
Okay, yeah, DJ, who is that? DJ Ebro. He said all he needs is a hug from a black woman. And, like, there was a backlash about that on Twitter. Because it's like, as black men, we use black women as, to do emotional labor. And that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Which is very true. Which is very true. Me and you have had conversations. I've always been that whole advocate of, like, why do it always got to be us? Like, having y'all back completely and picking up all of the pieces and really trying to put y'all all the way back together. And, like, you all don't understand the emotional capability, the spiritual capability that goes all up into, like, nurturing y'all as adults, even as adults. Like, even as children, because that's progressive. But when you're an adult man trying to do that, that's a lot. And then what do we get in return?
Right. It's not reciprocated. The support is not reciprocated in the way you need it.
It's like, no, and this is just coming from personal experience, being in relationships with other black men and having to now realize all the emotional damage that they had going on, and me just thinking that I could be that mother they never had, because that's usually how it goes. Sometimes when you're in relationships with men and you find out how messed up they are, and it's like by that time you find out how messed up they are, you love them. So it's like that. I don't want to be bothered with them, but I'm bothered with them.
It's too late.
And it's like, damn, this nigga ain't shit, but fuck it.
Damn. That just sounds...
But we love y'all, though. I mean, I can't speak for every black woman on the planet. I can only speak for me and how I feel about black men. I know for a fact now, I think if black women get more boundaries, if they have to reset and readjust their boundaries when it comes to tolerating a lot of things with black men, I think things would be a whole lot better. Like if you see a man and he's messed up and emotionally, proceed with caution. Cause it's like, try to find out where he at mentally before you just take on that whole mother role. And a lot of women don't do that. And it's like, I just want him to love me. I want to love him. I want to love all of the fucked up shit out of him. Which is, I mean, I
get the sentiment of unconditional love, but yeah. I mean, damn.
But sometimes that's the capacity of women, particularly mostly black women. We tend to take on a lot more than we can chew when it comes to you all.
See, which that goes back to a excerpt in Bell Hooks' book, saying that black women take on that labor because it goes back to like slavery, where men were beat up just by society, and you picking up the pieces for them coming home from working in the fields or whatever, and then they trying to. A lot of their masculinity was defined by white male patriarchy, because that's all they seen. So they didn't feel the same gratification of society. So they treated women, fucked up, and women had to just do the best they could to, glue the pieces back together. Even though he was fucked up, he was still going to be fucked up with how he treated her, and within the ramifications of patriarchy. And that's just, it's a fucked up cycle to begin with.
Yeah,
I think it's like once black men in general, once we get out of wanting to fit into the box of patriarchy, everything, I think that the relationship between black men and black women, it'll be better. It'll be the struggle within won't be as bad. It won't be as bad. Cause okay, think about it. As far as patriarchy, what is? I forgot what I was saying. As far as patriarchy goes, you want the same treatment from your wife or whatever, right? Whereas this white dude, he's being a breadwinner. We talking slavery time. He's a breadwinner. He the boss of the whole plantation. Fiscally, it's a different scenario. Yeah. So you can't come on and try to treat your wife the same way. You know what I'm saying? So it's an incomplete idea. Trying to wrap my head around it as well.
But you making sense though. So.
But it's further. It's not a complete thought, but yeah, you can't expect to be able to. That sounds fucked up, but like you trying to get away with this. You want the equal place. It's just like with Hoteps. We talk about this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like Hoteps, they want to be in the place of the oppressor.
Mm-hmm.
They still want to be on the same shit. They just want that seat.
Mm-hmm.
They're still going to, they still participate in patriarchy. They're homophobic. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you're gonna sit in the same seat and do the same shit. You just want to be in that seat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which is fucked up. So, that's why I dated my fair share of those Hoteps.
Like I
want to build a nation with you,
Queen.
I want you to be my queen. Queens, come here, queen. Come here, beautiful black queen, goddess, mother of earth. Come here.
Whole time though.
Yeah. I was just about to say that. Whole time though, all you trying to do is fuck though. That's all you trying to do. And I think, well, Hoteps, they just bring all of that aggression and masculinity, and it's just so.
It's to me, it sounds like when I hear them, it sounds like this. It's a defense mechanism. It's a cloak. It's a deception of really inside. There's empty pieces. There's emptiness inside of you,
yeah.
But you fill it up with masculinity and toxic masculinity at that, and bravado. All that shit is superficial.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's how I look at them. It's like okay, you talking all of this, shit like super duper militant shit, but at the same time I'm reading you like. Yeah,
but this is what I've noticed about even me dating the Hoteps, and even most of them, if not all of them, most of them have had a childhood trauma. They have.
For the most part.
Yeah.
The most that you've ever dated. The most
Yes. Yeah. And quite a few that I haven't. The ones who I've met, and even when they be transparent about their stories and saying that, when I was such and such, when I was 8, this happened to me with my mother, and I'm this, and I'm that, and I'm that, and I'm this. They have suffered like sometimes, and even women, Hoteps, like even black women, some of them, most of them have really come from broken homes, foster kids, like they messed up mentally. And I see with them, they just, because they use that whole method of having intelligence that's masked by them being just fucked up in the head, like they got real mental health issues. And I think the only way that they can really just compensate for certain things in their life is to have control over things, to have a sort of type of like manipulation,
deception.
Yeah, and because that's what they do. That's what they do. That's exactly what they do. So like when I be seeing them, even following them on Instagram, and it's like,
the Instagram be the best.
Yeah, because they take it there. They do whole like slides.
And it'd be like just the most like ridiculous shit sometimes. Like,
yeah,
man, like you really, but you did the PowerPoint with that too.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did, and then just. It'd be like, wow, you put a lot of effort into that. You put a lot of effort into that. And then just always say this and this and that and that. And it's this one on Instagram. He has books. And he has like PDFs for the books. And he's selling that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, they hustle. They gonna hustle. It's like, another thing that I noticed about them is that they selling something. They're selling something. It's like they're preying on less intelligent people and people that aren't able to critically think. Like they have a weakness in critical thinking. Yeah,
they own people. They own people.
Yeah.
They own people. So you know better than the oppressor. And then it's just different because I think in this society right now, people just really want to believe in something, and they want to believe in something that's not of the norm. They want to be radical. And
you're looking for your tribe.
Yeah, you are. So it's like,
watch what you're doing now.
Like,
you got to look around though. Have you ever noticed, like, on some points, like when it comes to LGBT news, women, things of that nature, if you look in like the comment section, because that's really that's the real America, is the comment section.
It is.
A lot of times you will see the Hoteps saying the same shit as the alt-right motherfuckers.
Yeah. All the time.
Like,
all
it's
the time.
like, whoa,
it be worded.
Yeah.
It just be worded completely different.
But they saying the same message. It's
yeah.
Like,
and you know, I've noticed with them, even with being around them and just dating them, they have this sense of like, I'm intelligent, and I want you to know that I'm intelligent. And sister, I need you to look me deeply in my eyes so you can believe all the bullshit that I'm telling you. Fuck out of here, yo. Like, nigga.
So you can believe all of it. Yes.
Like, I'm not trying to do that. They'll sit across from a dinner table from you. It was one who I found out he was a Hotep in the dinner conversation. Because, like, anybody who know me know, like, oh, you gonna take me on a date? Oh, okay. If food is involved, a bitch is there. I'm there.
Front seat.
Yeah. Oh, you paying too? I'm not gonna eat nothing the whole day. Because I'm gonna wait till I get to that date and act a whole fool. Yes, I'm taking doggy bags home. Okay? That's what I'm doing up in this piece. But anyway, just even in his conversation, and he was like, I don't want no sister. I don't want my sister to be feel as though she needs to, you know, be a part of the American beauty standards. I just want her to do this. She can't wear no makeup. She can't do this. She can't do that.
Keep going. Finish your story.
And it's like, nigga, if I want to wear makeup, I'm gonna wear it. If I wanna look this way, I'm gonna do it. Talking about, well, if you become my girl, if you're with me and you become my queen, then, you know, you're not gonna be able to do that. Nigga.
So you don't have a say in how you want to look.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. So it was like in that conversation, I'm like, nigga, and right now I got over like $500 worth of makeup in my house, and you want me to nigga, I wish I would throw some Anastasia Beverly Hills away. You better get your mother. Do you know how many checks I had to save to get this, nigga? I'm not about to throw this away because you talking about my queen, my black beautiful queen. I just want you with your natural hair, your natural skin. Whole time though, you fucking Instagram models. Yeah, because that's how they be. And them be the main ones who be slattering them Instagram models DMs talking about, oh, you so beautiful, I'm this and I'm not. Nigga, get your motherfucking...
The look on your face, though.
Of disgust.
It's disgust.
Yes. Here it is. You got your wife looking like Aunt Jemima, and you screwing a Lyra Galore. You screwing this. No, you screwing an Amber Rose. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. And so, and a lot of them are like that. A lot of them are like,
we need live.
It's just certain things like. And even in that dinner conversation, I'm like, oh my God, you know, I just thought about it because even with this conversation, he was smelling good and looking good. I was like, oh, it could have been a possibility. We could have got lucky. But
talk yourself right up out of there.
Yeah, no, like, nigga, now I'm about to order dessert.
What's dude named him Queen Sugar that was about to fuck with Charlie when he got to talking? What's his name?
Damn.
Remy?
Yeah.
He talked it right out like that.
Yeah. You talked yourself right up out them panties, baby. Right up out them panties. Like, you should have just shut up. Just what? Yeah. Because this is my thing. if I'm going on a date and I don't order dessert, like we gonna get it on. Ain't no. But if I order dessert, that's just what I do.
I wonder, is that like a? We gotta put a poll out there. That's good. Then we gotta put a poll out there.
It's like if I order dessert, then like we're not having any type of intercourse. We're not having none.
I wonder if that's a thing.
That's just what I do. That's just what I do in particular. But like if I don't order dessert, nigga, get ready. Start your engines, nigga. Start your engines. But it's no, it was like having that dating Hoteps. I just can't do that. I think because with me being the type of individual I am, with me being extremely emotional and just looking at situations and people differently, but accepting but differently. I couldn't be with no Hotep. I just couldn't. I need to be with a free thinker. I need to, like
Kanye free thinker.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
And then you just go, you walk right into that one.
That in there. I tried to avoid saying free thinker because I know Bren'Tel was waiting on that. I know he was waiting on that. Like I just wanted to say it, and it's coming out now. Like, come on now. Like, we just gonna leave Kanye all that alone. Because you know how I feel about it. Bren'Tel, I was depressed.
She was.
And he thought it was so funny. I'm like, nigga, I've been playing late registration, college dropout. I've been playing that all day. Just so hurt, like, yay, why, baby? Why? Frank.
Come on, Frank.
That's just me. It's like, come on. No, Charlene, don't cook it like I do. I got a cast iron, baby. That's just how I feel. Like, come on now. I'm hurt. And then Bren'Tel just thought it was just so hilarious. And it was like, nigga. But
we're going to pray for Kanye.
Yes, we are. And we're going to pray for the Hoteps of the world, too. Mm-hmm. We are. Because there's a lot of them out there. And I think everybody just wants to lead, but really, really don't understand that.
You're not prepared yet.
And even so, certain leaders are just truly chosen. It's just like, they just chose.
So you're saying like a Dr. Umar or?
No. No. We no.
Not him. Not him. The black delegation denies all claims.
Yeah. We would like to nominate.
Oh, what did he do? Oh, did you see what he did a couple months ago? This nigga here. He said, I want to go back to school. I got my doctorate in psychology or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. I want to go to school to be a lawyer now because I think I can help more as a lawyer with the knowledge that I have. So I want to put a GoFundMe out there for you guys to pay for my law school. Damn, you just raised how much for that school that never got built, and you got the nerve to ask for that.
I just knew. See, that's what happened when you have a very strategic mind. When you have a mind that just really knows how to strategize certain situations. See, when you got strategy can come with manipulation as well. You use your strategy tactics. You use being able to say this at the right time and being able to do this and do that and to persuade people in such a way where they giving up their cash. And it's like
pastors.
But even when you watch some of
I don't want this to be a whisper. Like pastors?
Yeah.
Okay. Just to make sure we got that in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Mic check 1 2.
Okay.
That's right, I said it. Go ahead.
Bren'Tel ain't got bold, y'all. He ain't got super bold. It's like he just be saying it now. It's like, should I be diplomatic? Fuck that shit. what was said.
I still got my diplomatic time. So
He does, but I think he's been around me a little bit too long because you know me, I don't give a fuck. Like, that's what you said? Oh, okay. Yeah, whatever.
right.
All right. I said what I said. I said it. And I'm going to always say that.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
But anyway, back to Umar. Umar, it's like when I first seen him, even when I first got introduced to him through Hidden Colors. And then it was like watching that, it was like, whoa, that was just so eye-opening and shit. And it was like, wow. And me, like, I just can't believe certain things that come out of people's mouth, and it's just, all of this is, you got all of this off the internet, so if you did, so can I. So I'm going to research and look this up and look that up. And like, even when seeing him and I'm like, wow. Like, he's really good at speaking, and I think that's his gift. I think that's his knack, is being able to speak very well, to be able to be, even when he's in, talking to people, you know, having debates, having this, having that, knowing what to say, being able to listen to everybody's opinion, everybody's what they're saying, and be able to analyze and strategize what points you gonna hit from every conversation you just heard. See, he can do that. He can do that, and that's why people was coughing up that cash, because it's like, here it is, a black man who you think really is for the people, because it's like, at the end of the day,
Sorry, something just hit me.
Yeah.
Something just hit me.
Okay, go ahead. And
we're starving for a leader that can get us to that destination.
Yeah.
So out of desperation, a lot of people would just give up everything. And if you smart enough and strategic enough, you can play on that desperation of our people.
And this is what I will say for all the listeners out there, Google Fred Hampton, because Fred Hampton. Fred Hampton was the head of the Black Panther Party chapter in Chicago. Yes, he was.
But go ahead.
And Fred Hampton was an activist in Chicago in the 60s, and Fred Hampton just honestly believed, if you was going to be a part of this movement, you need to know what we doing in this movement. Like, he had a quote, or he had the interview, someone was interviewing him, and he was saying that, you know, if we get new members, we get new members every day, and that's why he really wanted to push forth having like a 6-week class on learning politics, on learning capitalism and neo-colonialism and just all of that. He was like, because you can get somebody who will come up in here who want to be a part of the cause, but once they disagree with something that you're doing that's in the cause, here it is, they want to branch off and do their own thing. He was like, no, you got to know what you fighting for. Because here it is, you'll be out here fighting for nothing. You're not fighting for us. You're not fighting for the people. You're not fighting for black people. You're not fighting for equality. You're fighting for your own personal gain. And see, Fred didn't want that. That's why he wanted to do classes. He really wanted to educate. That's what leaders do. That's what they do. They do. That's what they do. They educate, and that's why he was just so fucking extraordinary, and that's why
he was 21.
With all of that in him, just with all of that in him, just having all that wisdom, all that knowledge, all that intelligence, and just even when I go on YouTube and I just look up all of his, speeches, and him even saying, what was it saying? Capitalism is a used excuse for slavery. So, wow. Yeah, he was just cold. It was like, even going on YouTube, listening to like all his speeches and the stuff that he did, and he was just phenomenal.
the FBI killed him because they knew he had the power to sway votes because he did it before. And him like teaming up with the Black Panthers and being able to take that talent and do it on a national level.
He would have ran it though.
Yeah.
He would have ran it in a matter of months.
It's not even that. Not even about running. It's about like once votes are power, especially in this country. Like, so you had a power to sway power structure in this country. They gonna give it. You know what I mean? From the eyes of the oppressor, like the vantage point of them, hell yeah, they gotta get rid of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, I don't know. We'll cut it short. We had like a half hour. We had a good conversation. Oh no,
30 minutes.
Yeah,
we've been talking for 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Longer.
It's like 30, 35. R.Kelly.
Next. You know what?
Because we just gonna title this Chicago shit.
This is my look. Kels, baby.
Explain your Chicago shit is the name of this episode.
Oh God. Kels, Jesus.
What do you have to say for?
It's like this is my whole thing. Like being from Chicago and people understanding how Kels used to do when he got that money rolling up in front of them high schools. McDonald's and White Castle and anywhere where it was a group of young people. Like Kels was just always doing that. Rolling up because he is coming up in this Mercedes. Everybody know it. Everybody knows R.Kelly. This shit bumping on the radio. You feel me? He even cocky enough to roll up bumping his own shit. So it's like females seeing that like I'm here with R.Kelly and back in his prime. Slow Jams 12 play prime. And I think right then and there is when how he is now was really born. Like really, he just really had that metamorphosis. Like, I'm able to do this, they're able to do that, and I think that's why he just stayed at that bracket. Because he was just, they
he
young.
Never grew from there.
No. And even though, this is what I say, like people have those gifts, but like I say, bullshit will get you to the top and it will not keep you there. And when you go in that business with already having problems, and now you have the ability to really just, when you got issues, when you got addictions, now you add more liberation to do so, because now you got power, because now you got money.
You're gonna be whatever you are, but with money.
Yeah. And I think that's how it is, and it's just like, here go another talented black man. It's just like, why Jesus?
Spotify, they're muting him on the playlist, things like that, but they're not taking the music off, which that's a slippery ass slope for Spotify, because when somebody white got to do when they do something fucked up and you don't take that music off, it's gonna be cutting it. The title gonna get some new subscribers, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
But moving on. Harvey Weinstein, he set to turn himself in. Yeah. In New York. Did he turn himself in already?
Yeah, he did. Today was the day that he was supposed to turn himself in. I heard it. I heard it on the news this morning when I was walking out. Going to work.
Morgan Freeman, dog. Did you see they got Morgan?
Yeah. I knew it was a matter of time before they got him.
Hey. I tell you what, though. All hell is going to break loose if something come out about Denzel, bro. I'm letting you know right now. It's going to be gender wars like a motherfucker, dog.
Wow.
Because you know how people are when they fave get in some shit. They be apologizing, pulling that cape out.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's cover them. Cover them in the name of Jesus. Yeah. Cover them with your blood, God.
That timeline gonna be Can you imagine though?
And it's Denzel. Shit, training day, Denzel.
Knock on this wood. We don't want that to happen to him, but I feel like. But I had a thought I had, man. It's like when you black, man, you don't get to leave out clean.
You just don't.
It's show business. You don't get to leave out clean.
You really don't. You really don't. And that's why you see some of them. They just fade. Just fade.
Early.
Like Lorenz Tate. Like Lorenz Tate is like mad talented. Him and his brother.
Another Chicago person.
Yes.
Just go here, Chicago.
Him and his brother, and they are, and they.
There's three of them.
And they do so much, for the city of Chicago with acting and doing this and doing that. And it was like those talented brothers, they could have been writing like blockbuster breakout type shit. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And it's like all that talent, but it's like they knew once they got right there and they started seeing that foo-foo shit, I'm good with the money I got. I'm just going to invest it in a laundromat, or I'm invested in this, invested in that. Just keep my money, just keep rolling. Just good enough. Oh, they'll call me for a role every now and then. Oh, of course I'll take that. I'm not going to turn down no money. But it's like...
Shout out to Bronzeville. I can't wait till that come back. I love that podcast.
Really?
Yeah, it's dope. It's definitely dope.
Oh.
Is Lawrence Fishburne from Chicago?
Is he? I don't think he is. He probably went to school in Chicago because a lot of people went to Columbia.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think he is. I don't. But it's just like once they reach that plateau, once they get to the point to where they are acceptable in mainstream media, they're like they're black, but it's like
safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I really wanted to say. Thank you for saying that. It's like, they black, but
the one that we picked. That one we picked.
Yeah.
And that one, like, man, damn, another one. Let me knock on wood. Kevin Hart.
What?
He needs to. I hope he orchestrates something that where he can leave out with his money and his reputation.
Well, I mean, he done been caught cheating with them women, but that's okay. He a man.
No, the society doesn't care about women, so he's allowed to do that and maintain his status and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Though, if we cared about women, I'm saying this in a I don't mean this literally, but if we cared about women, you would lose your status, right? Yeah. For the most part. Yeah. But there you go, that patriarchy shit. Like, some men believe like if I'm making all the money, I should be able to go do and conquer these women as objects and whatnot. You know what I mean? Even though that's not his scenario, what happened, but still, it's still relevant to society.
Why? It's like I always tell Bren'Tel, like being a black woman is like being black twice. It's like double. It's like double. It's like goddamn. It's like I'm objectified like a motherfucker.
Wow.
It is. Like even
I'm glad you put that on record. That's a quote.
I feel like it sometimes. It's like, God damn.
I think that's the title. It's like being black twice.
It's like, what I really, really didn't realize about being like even a woman, but on top of being a woman, being black and a woman, and it's like, shit, like, why, God? Why can't I snap off on these motherfuckers? Why can't I go ham on these bitches? Because it's like, as soon as I open up my mouth and my octave just get a little bit too high, you're attacking me. I feel attacked. And it's like you really, everywhere you go, you really have to think before you speak anywhere you go. But it's like with black women, when we are even discussing like minor things, we have to just really be poised and talk this certain type of way. And we can't just go a little bit over here, because if we do, it's looked at a certain way. It's like, goddamn.
Yeah, you definitely criminalized and everything.
It is.
And everything, every way you turn. But
like, why do
speaking
motherfuckers feel attacked?
Speaking of feeling attacked, oh girl, that the Stanford professor that was calling the police on the black people out in Oakland.
Yeah,
the barbecue. That's a thing. That's really a thing. There's been a lot of incidents on top of that. Like, and it made me feel like we had a conversation, bro. Mm-hmm. It made me feel like uncomfortable, like you on edge in everything you do, especially like with me being work at the job I have. Like, it's like, damn. Okay, I got you. Let's go up there. Once I get up there, go. You fine? Go. Once somebody sees something, or it could be one of those situations where you just don't even care. Like, where do you got time to call police on somebody? Yeah. Just for every little thing.
Yeah.
And like being at the job I had, like, it made me wonder, like, man, even though I'm clearly cool, like, is this something I might have to deal with today?
It's like, I always tell crazy. People, like, just make a list.
Well, I just want to get all the meat off the bone with this, because it's like they don't care. It's like the thing that they're calling for, they don't really care. I think they just want to put you in harm's way.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like maybe something that go wrong and they'll get shot or beat up. That's what I really want. I don't care about them littering or whatever the fuck you call it, just because they're sitting at Starbucks or coming out of Airbnb or fucking being black, being a black woman at fucking Waffle House,
or trying to get in your own dorm room.
Oh yeah, or moving into an apartment building and having a police called on you when you work in the White House.
Yeah.
So,
you know what? This is coming from a black woman, and I be worried about our black men. It's like, damn, like, where can you go? It's like every day we wake up, it's like we just got to put on this whole little cape. We got to be brave. Like, that's an everyday act of bravery, being black in America.
My thing is
it this. Literally is sometimes.
Just look at it like this, people. Survival in itself is resistance.
Yeah.
So
I felt that.
Just survive, man. And then on top of that, the only thing better than being black today is waking up and being black tomorrow.
Yes. So it is.
On that note, we're going to end the podcast. Let's see. Twitters.
Today.
Twitters.
I don't have a Twitter.
Okay. Instagram. Okay, you don't want them? Okay, that's cool. My Twitter is at Bren'Telligence, Instagram at Bren'Telligence, Snapchat, Intelligence X,
Oh, you have a Snap?
Yeah.
Oh, you be snapping?
Snap me something, you know what I'm saying? Hey. hit that code, all the ladies. No, I'm joking.
He ain't joking. He's tall, dark, and handsome. Yes. Girl, he got good credit. Girl, he got a 401k. He got a gas grill, girl, with a patio. For all y'all out there.
You got to sell it. You got to sell it.
He a good father. He know how to do hair. Just gonna throw that in there. Know how to do hair. You know how to do black women hair. Y'all, he know how to grease the scalp.
That's the next level up.
Yeah, okay. He know how to grease the scalp, y'all. He do. He understand we need them silk scarves. He gets it.
Oh man. Meet us, greet us in these internet streets, man.
Yeah.
We holler back. Milani J will be here on the next podcast. Or I'm not podcasting until we all three here.
So. I know. Well, I mean, that's gonna be one glorious occasion. You're gonna be in here dying.
Yeah, so
don't let me hug it together.
My mixer took a shit, so I gotta get a new mixer. So either way, it's gonna happen, and we're gonna have fun as usual. I'm trying to think. That's everything.
Yeah, it is.
All right, until next episode. Hey, podcast every day.